the audio design in that game is like
Oh,
some of the best
spectacular.
audio in any game I've ever played, and it's like $8 game.
Spectacular. I mean,
Like
just astounding.
doesn't make any sense.
It feels like if you decided to climb a mountain with your buddies and the second you were out of earshot from them, it would be like real life. You wouldn't be able to hear them, right? Or you would just hear faint echoes, things like that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and then like as you change your terrain, go into caves or whatever, like you really like hear the echoes ramp up and all this stuff, or if you're unfortunately falling, you hear them go and it's like
Yeah.
you hear the distance of them. So the proximity chat in that is really great. It's a really fun game. Like when we played,
It
I
is.
think it was 2 Sundays ago. I legitimately had more fun playing that game than any game I played in probably
Oh,
since like the first
absolutely.
month of Marvel Rivals. And before
Couldn't
that,
agree more.
I don't know what would have been more fun. But
Right. And to be an $8 game. Oh, at that, right?
right,
It's not. This isn't a $60 game that we were like, okay, I hope this is worth the money, right? I mean, like we knew going into it, like, hey, it's $8. Let's see what it's about. And again, I haven't had one disappointing moment in it.
well, and you can tell like on Twitch, and this is before like Case and Jinxie and Sketch and those guys started playing it. Even before that, it was getting like 80 to 100K views on Twitch. Like people knew what it was and started playing it, and that's kind of why we're like, hey, let's check it out. It looks like fun. You sent me a clip clap tick on it. Guy trying to clear a gap with a banana or something, and then
And it to me, I mean, and you can vouch for this. I very, very, very rarely make that jump from, Xbox to PC games, and that I believe it was last year that game that went pretty viral, kind of like that, called The Climb. Is that what it was? Oh, okay, so like only up to me is too intimidating, right? Like I'm not even going to spend my money on that because it just looked too daunting, from somebody that's not as comfortable on PC to do that. But that's where Peak got me. Is Peak didn't feel that way. Peak felt immediately fun and silly, and with your buddies having a good time. Whereas Only Up, felt daunting to
well,
me.
it's definitely more arcadey for sure. And then
Yeah.
to kind of show how little he plays PC games, this man was using the arrows on his keyboard and the right shift to try and play Peak. Where everybody knows you gotta use WASD to move around, and left shift is how you sprint. He's like, why can't I move? I'm like, what do you mean? What are you doing? And he tells us what we're doing. We're like, why are you doing that?
Very, very odd concept to have arrows on the keyboard and not use them as far as directionally moving.
I think you're the only one that feels that way.
But I'll take that. I'll take that embarrassment. I am a console for lifer until I retire and ride off into the PC sunset with Obi and some of our other buddies that play PC games.